Hey guys, my name is Ryan and welcome to Overwatch Central. So my voice has gone a little bit. I think I've got a bit of conflu and I certainly haven't been sleeping well since I've been back from BlizzCon. It would take a really good sort of bit of news, very interesting bit of news, for me to make a video on a Saturday, and Christ, we found something pretty interesting here. So it started with a very sort of popular Toby and One Trick Fury 500 actually being banned on stream. There was a lot of confusion to why. I don't think anybody really wanted to jump to some conclusions, but we also saw something on the main Overwatch subreddit of a Toby and One Trick Zol being banned as well. Guy says that he plays a lot of Toby and tries really hard, is in sort of team chat and stuff like that, and was kicked and suspended from Overwatch. His ban went under investigation. They said that they'd give him more information just in case it was something that shouldn't have happened. The ban was reviewed, but it won't be reversed. The admin didn't say anything more than that. The ticket was closed again after bringing it up, being like, why was I banned? Could I please get a reason? Stating it was because of a refusal to cooperate with the rest of the team. One tricking is a bannable offence. Now, this is the ticket in question, and I'm just going to read it out for you because I think it's really interesting that everybody gets the wording on this kind of thing right, just in case there are any one tricks that sort of play along. The reports that you received are not because you were playing a particular hero in Overwatch. They are there because of your refusal to cooperate with the rest of your team, hence the disruptive gameplay suspension. If that means you are picking up a particular character, completely ignoring the rest of your team composition and requests from people, then they cannot accommodate you to your playstyle and the reports are justified. This is the most political answer that I think Blizzard could have when it comes to one tricks. We've spoken to the likes of Cody in the past, Color Bastion, that kind of thing, and the problem has never really been those kind of players. Whilst I don't like a Bastion one trick coming along, Color, Desro are all people that communicate in team and try and form strategies, and they are known on occasion to change heroes. I'm not defending this, just so you know, I'm just trying to sort of see the other side and play devil's advocate, but I think that this is probably one of the biggest changes that we've seen in Overwatch in quite some time, and the fact that Blizzard are now sort of standing up and talking about one tricking being a bannable offence is something quite impressive, honestly. It's something that I never really expected to happen. Blizzard have a really big mantra of every voice matters, and I think that was one of the reasons why they didn't really want to focus on one tricking and why it's such a bad thing. Also, it really depends on the hero. A Mercy one trick is a lot more different to a Hanzo one trick, but also if the Mercy's not in voice chat and the Hanzo is, who's the worst player there? I do want to add that this ban was 24 hours, and I don't want people to sort of go, oh, well, this is just taking things out of proportion, this is going a bit too ham on this person, say the one trick was banned, but it was only for 24 hours. And yes, whilst the ban isn't for long, this is just a one step in banning somebody. It'll be a 24-hour ban, but if they keep doing this kind of thing, then it will go up to a week, a month, a whole season. So whilst the ban itself isn't very long, this is the first sort of warning down the path where one tricking is now a bannable offence. So whilst the first ban wasn't big, this player is going to keep getting banned if they try and do the same thing. Now, one of the main concerns from the community before we had this post from the GM was that this was just like a 5-stack of players who got put with this Torbjorn, were really frustrated that they had him and they all reported him, and it was an exploitation of the system. And I do want to talk about that real quick because that is also a really big problem. Blizzard almost feel pressured and pushed into being more responsive with the report system. Frankly, it doesn't feel that the reports do anything, so I guess Blizzard are in that situation now where they have to go, we need to make our reports feel like they're doing something. Whilst that's important, the flip side to that is that all of those players that are reported, you know, when you play with a 5-stack on your team, they don't like the fact that you're playing Anna instead of Mercy, they could all just report you from that because they're idiots, essentially. But if the system is taking reports a lot more seriously, you could actually get banned for that if the system isn't working as it should be. I'm not saying strictly that that's what's happening here, but when you have a Toby in one trick, regardless of win or loss, players are going to report you for playing an off-meta hero all the time. As I said, there's a specific kind of problem. Fury 500, I don't think necessarily is one of them. He's very talkative in chat, he's a very nice person, and whilst I do think that he needs a warning because of just playing Toby in one trick, I can certainly think of half a dozen characters that I've experienced in the last week that deserve that 24-hour ban more than him. I'll try and talk to some of these players that play these heroes, see what they think, if that's something that you guys want on the channel. But that's it for this time. Thank you very much for watching. This is pretty big news. I really think that this is going to be the start of Overwatch getting its head together and starting to have a much more competitive playstyle. And whilst I do think that this is a very sort of strict way to go about things, I do think it's necessary to get the best out of a competitive scene. I'm not jumping for joy just yet. We'll have to see what happens from here. But let me know what you think in the comments below, and until next time, take care. We'll see you then.